Hey everyone, if you ever feel unsafe or suicidal, please call your local crisis center, emergency services, or national hotline. A link to an international list of crisis hotlines is listed in the description below. Remember, friends, you matter. It is a sunny morning in mid May. Everyone's waking up and getting ready for their day, and it is finals week. Mordecai and Dan, what are your last finals that you're taking on today?
Dan's is the World History Final.
Dan, going into your world history final, you're looking around. You see a couple familiar faces from class. You see Clea, the French exchange student who's shared the class with you.
Does she have sort of like a holier than thou vibe, and she's always like sort of patronizing?
Thankfully, no. Uh, I like the joke though.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, she's a goth French foreign exchange student, and
Nice.
has shared class with you this semester. And before the test, she comes up and asks you like, how are you feeling about the test?
Ha. So good.
Is that bad? Huh?
So ready for it. Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, me too. Well, good luck.
Same to you.
Cool. Roll plus sharp.
All right. My favorite. Sharp roll plus 0. Let's go.
Flat roll.
A mixed success.
Mixed success. Yeah. Okay. So you get through the test. There's a particularly like difficult writing section, but you feel like fairly confident about what's going on.
I'm like doing my best to regurgitate what I've drilled in the textbooks, and mostly it's going pretty well. I just leave in one too many references about doppelgangers in World War II, and I don't catch myself on it.
Okay.
Maybe more. I don't know.
Yeah. You go through your test, and you come out of it feeling fairly good about it. Let's jump over to Mordecai. Mordecai, you're taking your test for evolutionary biology. Go ahead and roll plus sharp, and I want you to tell me what is the like one question on the test that sticks out as odd to you.
It's an essay where you need to describe evolutionary pressures on humans and predict how that might influence humanity in the future.
And what was the role that you you got for that?
I failed, which means I have leveled up.
Woo!
Let's
Hooray!
fucking go.
I can't believe
I bombed this question hard. Mordecai probably started talking about magic on his evolutionary biology essay or some dumb shit. I will be taking a move from another playbook. I'm just going to get this out of the way right now. I am
Okay.
taking oops from the mundane playbook.
Thank God. I was so scared that you were gonna be like, I'm taking Dark Negotiator, and I was about to be like, oh no.
That will be the next level up.
Please don't.
You told me it's allowed. You told the community it was allowed.
That doesn't mean he can't implore you man to man. Like,
Do not worry, sir. I have heard your reservations, and I politely do not care.
declined.
Okay, being real for a second, do I think that Mordecai having Dark Negotiator will make the character broken? Yes, because you're very, very good at talking through situations and being very charismatic and charming. At the same time, do I think that that is a good move narratively and also a good move of what the character would be doing? Absolutely. And so
Yeah, and also it's
I wouldn't.
no matter how good his wordplay is, it still does come down to a dice roll.
Yeah, absolutely. And so like I'm not going to by any means say no, this is not a thing that can happen, but boy howdy is that going to make things harder for me. In my heart I'm like I'm afraid.
Well, Jason, by training at 10,000 times gravity, you can achieve like much higher, like exponentially stronger attacks. So,
I mean, that's true. I can also just
Correct.
make things animalistic and unable to be reasoned with. So there's also those things.
and also a Saiyan only gets stronger by getting their ass kicked. So,
The more animal-like they are, it just means I make more animal handling checks instead of manipulate someone.
What?
all right.
What happens here with you answering that question and you handing that back over to Dr. Kulub? He very like quickly kind of browses over specifically the writing section because this is one of the only writing sections on the test. He can check multiple choice later, and he just kind of eyes it over and says like, "Huh, oh, Mr. Bridges, you have some interesting ideas about the next steps of human evolution. That's fascinating."
Thanks, Dr. C.
You walk out of that test feeling pretty good about it. Journey. So the boys are going and taking their tests, their inside of campus life. How have you been adjusting to campus life since you've been just kind of hanging out in the community? Your dad said like, "Well, you're going to move here anyway. You might as well stay and I'll like come bring stuff up for you." And he's been by, kind of dropped off some of the things and taking, I think the thing that your dad is doing is he's trying to like drag it out because he doesn't care about using vacation time or the driving time. So he's just trying to drag out like moving you into another place by making it way too many trips for the amount of stuff that is needed. He's making up excuses to come and visit.
He made an extra special trip to go back just for one camera lens that he forgot about.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
He forgot air quote
yeah.
a piece of luggage and he's like, "Oh no, but you need this." And then he starts buying you things that he's like, "Oh no, you're 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 going to need this thing, but I forgot to ship it to the new address." That kind of thing. So he's like coming back and forth, and you've been staying at the house for a little bit. What do you do like on campus when the boys are in their exams and things like that?
I would say Journey is just doing the closest thing that you can do to loitering without it actually being illegal. So she's just kind of sticking her nose everywhere that she can all over campus, peeking into classes, peeking into different meeting rooms, just sort of, snooping out the place. Particularly she's been bothering the media department to see if they can get her a sick hashtag spawn deal so that she can make some vlogs on campus and promote the university.
Yeah, you go to the media department and one of the interns there is like, "Oh, hi. Welcome to our space.
So
What what are you what is it that you want to do?"
Hi, I'm Journey Sitwell, by the way. The YouTube channel, that doesn't sit well with me. Very popular
Go ahead and roll your minor celebrity thing that you have
commentary channel.
to use for
If
that.
this is the guy,
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the one guy that doesn't know who I am.
You fail this, you make an enemy for life.
Oh my god. Okay, hold on. I have to. How do I even roll for that? Just a second.
He will
I
be
didn't. I didn't.
your worst enemy on campus,
Yeah.
actively trying to sabotage everything that you do.
I need a
the
moment.
regulations actually say that past 7 p.m.
Yeah, he's gonna be a real dickhead about it.
Oh damn, it's mixed.
Okay, yeah, on a 7 to 9, you hold 1. Do you want to use it to make sure that this guy likes you or not?
All right, then sure.
We can add some depth to this guy, this intern.
Yeah, no, I need to come up with a name for this new guy. Uh,
Norm.
My name's Norman Allen, but you can call me Norm Al for sure. For sure.
Just for sure.
He
Ooh,
has
that
normal on
delivery.
his shirt.
That that delivery was so good.
well, now we know the name.
Norm Al.
Yeah, you introduce your YouTube channel. He goes, "Oh my god, you're Johnny Sillwell. Oh my god, I love your channel. The kind of newer stuff is pretty fresh.
Oh,
It's
thanks.
an interesting change of pace. I've been really enjoying it, especially the whole thing about the cornfield in Sleepy Hollow. That's been fascinating, actually. Did
Yeah.
you know that it burnt down like
What?
shortly after you were
No.
there? Yeah, weird.
That's crazy. Oh, wow. That's awful for them. I feel terrible.
Well, it was like a big freak accident. So, like,
Oh.
in the news later, they were like, "Oh yeah, we got a government like buyout about this situation because it was just a weird freak accident. It really could have deeply affected the like profits of the town, but
Oh,
it was actually
yeah.
perfectly fine."
Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad everything worked out. Yeah.
So
Mhm.
yeah, your journey said, well, you're looking for a media pass. Yeah, I can absolutely do that. If you need anything on campus, I'd be happy to help you with covering things, or maybe you can. Oh, that would be great. If you'd like to, you can come work with the school paper and like work on some of our video content
Oh,
if you're interested.
fantastic. Yeah, I mean, I've got a pretty stacked schedule right now, but I can definitely like look into providing you guys some help on creating your content if it means I can get that pass. That'd be great.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I'm sure that I mean you've been doing this for a long time. I'm sure that a lot of people who are studying the subject would be really happy to kind of pick your brain on SEOs and things like that. Yeah, let me go just get that for you. Here
Yeah,
you
thanks so
go.
much.
You can fill this out and then just turn it into the office on any weekday, and we'll get that printed up for you. If you need
Fantastic.
anything, I'm Norm.
Oh, okay. Nice to meet you, Norm. Thanks so much.
All right, yeah, thank you.
All right, and Journey goes to locate slash borrow slash take a pencil from someone to fill out that form.
I can't believe I'm writing down Norm Al as a new NPC name.
Now, write his full Christian name,
Yeah,
Norman Allen.
yeah, Norman Allen.
Allen with two A's, by the way.
Where do you guys like to meet up when you're done with classes and stuff for the day?
Student Union, baby!
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Journey needs some of that coffee to get her
Okay.
going.
So we know we have the Buck Star in the student union uh as one
We can
does.
make it something else.
Yeah, I deeply do
Oh,
actually
let's make it a caribou coffee.
a caribou. Well, do we want to do a brand or do we want to make up a new name for this coffee shop?
Um,
All right, let me look up. Hold on, hold on. I'm Googling words related to Colorado.
What about King Ramses? But the ram is like
A
the
ram.
yeah.
That's really good. I'm closing the tab.
King Ramses coffee. It's like both Egyptian and like ram themed.
that's such a weird theme, but I like it.
All right, King Ramses coffee. It's there.
Wait, did we okay. We're not changing
RAM
the
in Ramses is capitalized.
Oh my god,
Of course.
of
Like
course it
the
is.
mattress firm where it's both capitalized and underlined.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Sorry, I cut you off, Amelia. What were you saying?
No, I'm just confirming that we are still using the same mascot for the university as the actual mascot for the university.
Yeah, go Rams for sure.
Yeah, I know, but like, does it look the same or are we changing it?
It's legally distinct
Legal change.
from
There's a
the IRL version of the CSU mascot.
Dude, this guy looks upsetting. Have you seen him?
I like we need to make a decision on
Dear
like
God.
what percent of the IRL real world CSU we want to replicate
Yeah,
in this fantasy world of ours.
that's true.
I'm of the opinion that like we're borrowing the idea of the location and some of like the key features as far as like the area around the town and the town goes, but everything else I'm like let's not stick to realism because one we don't know it. Two,
Yeah,
uh
should we do like a field like some field research by going to CSU auditing
uh
classes?
yeah,
Yeah.
hit us up on our Patreon listeners so we can fund a trip for four almost 30-year-olds, three 30-year-olds and an almost 30-year-old
And a
to
child.
go to go back to college
Hooray. Go Rams.
so they can take a little pilgrimage to Colorado State.
To bring the realism to you in this actual play experience.
Yeah, it's called field research and it's widely respected in many forms.
You should respect us.
You should respect us for wanting to do it.
And it's also probably tax deductible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that we've renamed the coffee shop, would like to pick your brains and one person, tell me one thing that is on campus or around the student union that is like a notable landmark.
Mm.
Okay.
There's a giant statue of two battling rams in the quad.
Kicks ass. I love
That's
that.
awesome. I'm gonna say that the library is like multiple floors,
Mhm.
and there's a couple of like rooms you can rent out to like study in. But there's one that's like on the third floor by itself that nobody ever remembers is there, and sometimes Dan camps out in there.
Ooh.
Like after it closes, nobody even remembers. Like the people there just forget that it exists.
Literally me in university.
If I might add on to that, part of the reason that nobody uses it now, nobody remembered that it was there in the first place, and then Dan found it. Part of the
Hmm.
reason why almost no one uses it now is maybe Dan's enchanted it to where people forget about it.
That's entirely possible.
And also, maybe this now that you know that it is there, maybe you would like to connect this library private room with the house.
The room of doors. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that that would be something that you might have to roll for in the future. But I think that that
Yeah,
is
that's a goal.
an interesting idea. If you decide that you want to pursue that, that's on the table for sure.
It'd make getting to class much easier.
True. True, true, true.
Oh, I have a request.
Yes.
Can we call the school newspaper the Rampage?
Rampage is
Love
good.
that.
Did Phil just peek out of existence?
What?
Yeah, like I couldn't even hear him.
Sometimes that happens when you laugh really hard when we're talking, and I hear you in your office, but I can't hear you on just very good.
Yeah, it's Ram dash page,
I love that.
like one word,
Excellent.
one hyphenated word. The Rampage.
It's exciting because we're partially starting a new campaign with this setting, but we're continuing old characters and then like further exploring a world that we already exist in. It's
Yeah.
cool and it's interesting and it's fun.
By the way, the secret room is hidden in sort of like like the doorway to it is in a narrow row of books that's in the periodicals section, and
Ooh,
it's like ancient archaeology articles, but it's issues from back in like the fucking 70s.
ooh, yeah, it's like a
And
document room almost.
yeah, so nobody ever goes there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, only like hardcore PhD nerds.
Yeah, only fucking losers go there.
Jesus. I love it. That's awesome. Yeah, so you guys go to the student union, the forum, the quad, the foundry, whatever other synonym for this place that we have. You guys are hanging out outside King Ramsey's coffee. I have to say it like that because it's capitalized. Um,
Dan is like sipping a hot Americano and still dozing off despite the strength.
mhm.
Mordecai is chatting it up with Tony at the bar, the counter. Yeah, the counter. I
Yeah,
just
at the
forgot what a
counter.
coffee shop was like for a
Called a
second.
bar still. That's why they're called baristas.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
I'm
do.
IRL. I am not a frequenter of these places, so
That's okay. I got all the knowledge for you.
True.
right, resident barista.
Got it on me.
That's me.
Yeah, I'm just chatting it up with Tony, talking about Dr. C's class, the test today, and maybe go like just kind of shooting the shit a little bit about what's going on with JT.
And for everyone's reference, Tony is non-binary African American, who's like very tall, kind of like a lanky build, short cropped, like fade up top.
Hell yeah.
I want to say that they have like a lip ring,
Hell yeah.
and they are always in their barista's uniform because they are either always at work or coming or going to work.
That's relatable.
That's how it fucking feels.
Yeah, and when they are not doing that, they're normally like skating with Mordecai and the homies.
Yeah, for reference, Clea, JT, Tony, and Mordecai are the skate gang.
Wow.
Gang. Yeah.
This gang.
The same. Amazing. Yeah, man, that I'm glad the test is over. That was ridiculous. What did you think of that last like essay question?
Not gonna lie, big dog threw me for a loop.
Yeah,
I
right? Like I know we're talking about evolutionary biology, but like the when you start talking about human evolution, that's I mean, you would think that like we've peaked, right? Like we're done. We're top of the food chain. So like what else is there for us to deal with? And then and he like gets kind of closer and talks quietly, and then you start seeing shit like what we saw with fucking vampires, and it makes you think, right? Like,
Yeah, dude.
is there another step?
Well, Tony, what I wrote about in my paper is that, like, dude, food acquisition is one external pressure, right? That's
Yeah,
just
for sure.
one driver of evolution. But what if, my dude, and he gets real close, what if magic and shit is like, what if that's like the next, like, for real pressure? You know what I mean?
I hope not.
That's what I wrote about.
Dan spits a bit of his Americano.
Dr. C told me he liked it, though.
Oh, that's good. I mean, that guy's open to a lot of weird shit for sure. He's nice though. I mean, like comes by, tips well, cool dude. But yeah, like he kind of keeps to himself too, right?
Yeah, he's pretty quiet. Talks to me, though. Kind of hot.
I think like Tony just like turtles at that, and he's like, "Man, you think everybody's hot? You're about everybody, and that's you know what? That's what I love about you. You're just
Shit.
about everybody, and that's great.
Shit, dude. We live for the homies, and we all homies.
Damn right." Tony gives you a fist bump, gets back to taking drinks. They totally were just bumping off and not like doing their job for a second. And there's a line that started to like kind of pile up.
I
Journey is
think
the first one in the line.
Journey is this.
She has taken the pen from the other side of the counter, like their side of the counter, and
Mhm.
is filling out the form using the counter space as like writing room. She's just commandeered their shit while she's waiting.
Yeah,
Mordecai turns around. He ordered like a chai tea latte, and he takes a little vial and just pours out some THC oil into his latte.
Of course, it's in a fucking vial.
Yeah.
And oh yeah, what up, Journey?
Hey, how's it going? I'm
Pretty
just
cool. Just talking to my boy Tony.
Oh yeah. Is Tony the only one behind the counter today?
Yeah, they're like the only person.
Oh dang.
yeah. Sorry about that. I'm here. I'm present. What can I get for you? It's nice to meet you. I'm Tony.
Hi Tony, I'm Journey Sitwell, runner of the YouTube channel that doesn't sit well with me. Yeah, I do a lot of YouTube stuff. It's cool. Can I have a large sheepachino?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'll get you the Sheepachino. They start making that and getting that together, and they kind of eye you, and they're like, "So you know that like introducing yourself with the thing that you do all the time is kind of off-putting, right?
I don't go out a lot.
Like if I walked up to you and I was like, "Hello, I'm Tony. I am a barista everywhere that I go." That'd be wild, right?
Okay, let me clarify. I go out a lot, but I don't go out a lot. You know what I mean?
You know what? I hear you. I understand. We're gonna fix that for you. Your Sheepachino.
Thanks. Also, very important question for the GM. What flavor is the sheepachino?
I have
Phil,
actually just put this in chat.
yeah, Phil and Tyler have been working this out. White chocolate plus vanilla. Yeah,
White chocolate
agreed.
and vanilla.
Sheepachino is a fucking fantastic name. Knocking it
It,
out of the
it
park.
needs something else. There's a secret ingredient. I'll get back to you on what it is.
Yeah, we need to come up with the secret menu.
The secret ingredient is whipped cream on top with some cinnamon.
Oh, I've got it. So is it? Are you getting it hot or ice? First of all, like, is it
Well, it's
a chino as in a cappuccino or a chino as in like a blended drink?
I think it's like a frappuccino.
Okay, in that case, there is whipped cream that is put into the blender before blending, and then on top after blending. There you go.
Oh, so it's nice and like foamy and
Ooh,
frothy
yeah,
and fluffy and oh
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah,
yeah.
perfect.
This is how you know that this is a barista podcast.
yeah.
Three
I just
people
want to
talking
point
about
out, by the way, the fact that I have chosen Americano as Dan's drink is also a character choice.
Yeah,
Actually,
it truly is. Like I can see that
Coffee and
100.
water.
Yep. Just the
yeah.
most fucking utilitarian drink you can get at a coffee
Yep.
shop.
My man said, "Let me get that spicy bean water, please."
Literally.
You get your Shippuccino. You guys are hanging out. I'm imagining the student union as being like a partially open space, partially open to the outside. There like are big window doors that can be like opened up on nice days like today.
Mhm.
And so the windows are opened up and everything like that. And a raven drops in and kind of like lands in front of Dan and drops off a letter and then flies back out. And I want you to roll your beginning of mystery move, Dan.
I probably don't notice it immediately. I'm not on my top of my gang, but when I do catch sight of it, probably jump awake as the raven flutters away. I always forget it's a charm roll. That's a 4, baby.
Ooh, okay.
I love that it's charm, aka my worst roll. On a failure, on a miss, they ask you to do something bad.
Okay. Great. That's a nice little pin for this. So you get a letter from the Brotherhood, and there's a newspaper article inside. And this is like page 3 of the newspaper. It's been pressed back, but it's talking about some animal attacks that have been going on in Seattle. This is like the third or fourth person that they found who's been hurt. Instructions from the Brotherhood are go and investigate this and find and execute the thing that is responsible for this.
Are you looking for an actual play podcast with young hot role players, disciplined professional voice actors, and wholesome content? Well, this isn't that podcast. AARPG is an adults-only podcast with interviews, actual play stories where...
Excuse me, Matt, why do you sound like you've been chain smoking since you were a toddler?
What do you mean?
The voice. You don't have to do that voice, man.
I don't?
Nah, just tell them that we're a group of old friends who like to get together, hang out, play lots of different types of games, and we want them to feel like they're sitting at the table with us. And they can find us just by searching for the AARPG podcast on their favorite podcatcher and at the AARPGs on YouTube.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Memester of the Week. Thank you for listening. I know that this is a shorter, interstitial kind of episode, and we appreciate that you guys would hang out and listen for that. We just wanted to take a beat and kind of live in the world that we are living in a little bit and flesh things out. And so next time we're going to start a new mystery and things will escalate wildly from there. So enjoy it. Please take care of yourselves. If you could, tell your friends about us, rate and review us, all the things in the world. Come hang out with us on the Actual Place Discord and on Twitch when we're streaming. We love to hear from you and we love to hang out and chat. So yeah, thanks everyone. And we hope that you have a wonderful day. Bye.